Good thing that I like about their draft is that they come online so fast. They have an Enchantress plus Lion. This is... Oh, the arrow!
He sniped him. Great start here from Aster, coming out very early, out the gates. And onto Boomy's Enchant.
Really contribute that much. Like, he's really not a strong laner, but Gabby will drop.
Yeah, the Tim's stun comes out a little bit too late.
Puts another... Always innovative with the item build. Templar Assassin. Pretty even in terms of CS on the mid lane. Magnus. White Album. Some of the games that I've seen on Mag was pretty impressive.
A TP cancelled. Tim sticks around mid lane.
Him.
Yeah, Hex into stun. Melt Strike, will it come? Armel secures the kill onto White Album's Magnus. And now that lane a little less competitive as TA takes a clear lead.
Puts another point in Void, which is much better in my opinion.
Spam the Void. Nasal Goose stacks building up. My god, that physical damage coming in from Boomy and Tim's. Gabby trying to contend now with the Cold Embrace, which is healing XXS up seriously, but
14-1 charges, arrow misses.
They're massive. Arrow does miss, but the Starstorm will land, and Tim's burst down by that second touch. And the Axe surviving the...
In Southeast Asia and China during the second season, where you have unkillable heroes that come online very quickly. White Album once again on the mid lane.
He's got Skewer, hasn't he? But hexed up, and that damage. Trouble being, Cold Embrace is behind them, so Lanham saves the day yet again. Now maybe a bit of a turn onto Armel. Gets back in there with a Troll Trap, stopping Borax, but the leap back.
Big impetus.
That impetus hit! Boomy slays the Mirana, and the push just keeps on coming.
Safe lane. I mean, your off-lane tower that falls 7 minutes in. Arrow connects on TA.
It does, and White Album's here. Shockwave, and the punches come. Armel did get the tower. Vanguard, incredibly tanky. They can't kill him off as two, so Monet's Troll now arriving. Slows him down with the axes. Chase back this Bristle and get the battle trance going. Couple of roots and snares landing, but Gabby has no tier 1 for people to TP and save him. They need to TP to the tier 2 instead. Enchantress arriving now, and Gabby nearly dead. Axe success, gets the dunk down. Axe picks off the Bristleback, and TNC's rotations, they've come in too late. There's a Moonlight Shadow now to allow Aster.
There isn't much spell damage. You have Shockwave, Mag, that's pretty much it.
Well, Axe gonna get found by Bok. The Hunter in the Night comes in, looks for XXS. Of course, Armel.
What Monet really likes to do is build this Diffusal Blade on a Troll, especially when he has a Steroid coming from the Magnus, so this helps him out clearing the creep waves.
And in particular against Bristleback and Night
great.
Stalker, right, as the RP into Arrow, connects and catches Boomy. So 2 kills in a TNC, smoking into Triangle. There's already White Album onto Gabby though, skewered back into the rest of Aster, but the backstab is coming. They've got to be wary, the call is there, and Gabby's nearly dead. The dunk down, but in comes Bok. Finger of Death, and they kill off Lanham. Winter Wyvern down now. White Album, Moonlight Shadow, but they've got a dust. He blinks back a little further. Still no skewer for 7 seconds though. Armel, got to be careful here, but they'll find White Album. No reinitiation from Aster, which could have been a bit worrying for TNC up here. Aster really want to take this tier 1. Like you were saying, the next big objective is going to be around Roshan. So if this tier 1 can fall and then they swing into that top jungle area, is prime positioning from Aster as TNC. They bring Armel top, the call there on Ench. Boomy in the tree line, very far back, and Armel seems like he's absolutely fine to turn around and meld.
That's half HP.
Hey, he's destroying this Axe. They've got a Cold Embrace though. That will undestroy him, bring him back to the land of the living. Still stuck in an awful positioning though, and Armel secures the kill while Gabby runs forward. Bok backstabs, and Tim's is there again. Good Winter's Curse though, resets and holds out the fight. They'll blow through him with a 2-man RP. White Album shockwaves them, and Boomy on the run. Gabby barely surviving, but Armel, the real position.
1, 2, 3
They've got Winter's Curse
yeah.
and Berserker's Call that all go through BKBs. Because that's normally the natural timing that you'd be looking for here as TNC, but they might have to consider different avenues, different approaches to their item builds. Of course, Gabby's just going to keep tanking himself up there. Has a halberd moving into the Aghanim Scepter, but he's found out by the Troll. Disarm comes quickly, but Gabby, you can see how quickly he loses his mana when Troll gets on top of him. Oh, XXS.
Take a fight, like 2 BKBs, they feel super strong. Every single ability is off cooldown.
Oh, Boomy.
Boomy will pay with his life, not the hero that they wanted to kill, but they will take it.
They'll take what they're given.
Which is completely fine, you know. That's
Divine player here, thank you very much.
No, you're immortal. Yeah.
Ex-immortal. Mirana getting caught out. The silence and the finger. Tim's and Bok gathering up a kill down.
RPs. This is the second time that he whiffs it.
Well, made sure the Bristleback died, and I guess they've still got Winter's Curse and Berserker's Call.
They have so many tools against Bristleback in this game. You have Winter's Wyvern Arctic Burn, which is not max HP, current HP, so if you use it when he's full, a lot of damage coming out from that, on top of the Spirit Vessel, Mana Burn.
This isn't...
Axe can turn you around.
This isn't the fastest Roshan.
It really isn't.
They've got no Medallion, there's no Solar Crest, right? So it's down to Troll, Warlord, and White Album as the Bok Night Stalker looks to get into the back lines, but he's shockwaved into the waiting arms of Aster. Monet gets the takedown, a skewer back onto the TA. BKB's up, and now a buyback comes out. A Night Stalker, but there's the Winter's Curse. Aster reset on the Templar Assassin, who turns to Monet, but another reset. The Cold Embrace buys so much
damage
time,
against it,
but they can't kill Roshan.
Here
Bok's
comes
back
NS.
in again. Great Melt Strike takes down Monet's Troll, and a stun out from Lion. Tim's is back in. They found White Album at the front of the fight. Gabby's respawned, and TNC can keep on battling around Roshan. White Album down, and TNC will claim the prize.
All because Magnus did not have RP. They would not only... I think TNC will not even try to defend it if they know that RP is available. So Bristleback, he picks up the cheese, he picks up that shard hairball, which gives you 1k gold ahead pretty much all the time throughout this game. But now with the cheese, and Templar Assassin also bought the Aghanim Scepter. So that's going to be a big one, being able to teleport around the map. You can also keep one trap in the base, refill the bottle if necessary, Borax. So Bok is gone for 75 seconds.
That's a long time. And they've got a Yule's Catch with an XXS call. Tim's very squishy Lion gonna get dunked by the axe. In comes the TA though. Melt Strike and Trap starting to pick up a bit of pace for Armel as Gabby also shows his face in the fight. The stacks are good. Onto Borax. That physical damage slays the Mirana. Gabby keeps pushing forward as well, while Monet is a little bit behind enemy lines there. XXS with a swift TP home, very casually returns to Fountain. I don't know if the Troll has the same luxury though. Lanham's being pummeled by Gabby right now. A Cold Embrace will delay the inevitable death of the Winter Wyvern.
Great execution from TNC. They're using this cheese Aegis to full potential, just being able to just 13,000, maybe 15. The hero wasn't really good in the late game. You had one big power spike, you miss it, hero falls off, you lose the game off of that. It's not the story anymore.
Oh, XXS misses out on his call. Monet getting saved out by Borax, and XXS with a full staff and the arrow, but still in a spot above it there as Bok focuses back Aster. Winter Wyvern couldn't get too much done. White Album will skewer Bok back into the RP curse, but they overlap it. A little bit of desynchronization there from Team Aster. Forced to Yule's up, another Cold Embrace, but the Finger of Death and the magic damage. Bok comes in with a Void. Axe is still alive, but not for too long. That impetus shot flies.
I was waiting for a miss. I thought that good.
They do. That's so huge for TNC. They aren't going for it though. They know it's an objective they can get on the way out of here as a great skewer into base. Tim's gets caught up inside, and now the Moonlight Shadow allows White Album to survive. Monet has Battle Trance, but no BKB. He has to Battle Trance. Oh my god, he's
not life-stealing enough.
No, he's just dying to this. He's got some good bashes there. The shockwave, but the cheese from Gabby, and Bok comes in again. Cold Embrace. It will delay the death of Monet. Does he have buyback Lacoste? He's got BKB up, but the physical damage just shreds through him, and he's dead for 80.
They needed some extra help. Mirana lands an arrow, but there's too many refraction charges.
And another good call. XSS, they're in there. White Album, they dunk down Bok. The dive from TNC, maybe a little bit too far forward. Great curse as well. Gabby destroyed, and TNC have gone too far.
She's disabled, disarmed.
They've taunted her. She can't hit anybody, and there's no saves for Armel. Templar Assassin refracts and tries to escape, but XSS gets a double.
And now they're chasing Spirit Vessel on Enchantress. Lion needs to be careful. Blink Dagger available.
And there's the call again. The axe just finds one after the other. Tims doesn't want to die back there, so leaves Boomy to his fate.
Oh man, TNC, they overextended so much. You gotta be aware of those skewer plays into tier 4 towers. Another Blink Dagger available in 3 seconds. Tims,
Gabby. Oh, Armel's also a juicy pick-off if they can find it. Gets the call, the man-to-arrow combo. Borax here with a Starstorm, and they chain their stuns to perfection.
Axe is kind of carrying the game for them. And there's the curse.
Well, they found another catch here, the bonus kill potentially. Monet gets on top of him. A quick Yule Scepter as TNC look to re-engage on the Wyvern. Backstabbed by Night Stalker, but Gabby's lost all his mana on the RP. White Album's on top of them. TNC not standing a chance as they're dunked into oblivion. Box slowed down, the Scardy slow there, and they get on top of him again, but he still had that BKB running.
Things on top of Flicker. They're gonna go for tier 4s. They feel like they want to threaten the game. They want to end this one.
You could see that, the way that Monet was moving, he was stutter-stepping around that tier 3, and they ping out to go for tier 4s. Gabby's still dead for 30 seconds. They've got Lion alive in 5, but Aster might just win this game outright before any response comes out.
Just
TNC.
ignore the heroes, go
Bok
for the throne.
is trying. Tims is giving it all. He's got to be a throne. He's dying. 27-14. It's over. Game 1 goes to Aster.
Oh, great comeback from Team Aster. Finally, in the end, they managed to get their combos off. Like they didn't overlap the spells. Magnus lands a 2-man RP. TNC overextended, going inside a
few times. Very similar to the Gyro, the Medusas of the world. You've got that Sideblade Splash. You've got that acceleration to farm through jungle. And it's all about hitting your timings around.
Wyvern might be dead. Yeah,
the
good
body
body blocks.
Yeah, Lanham's in front of Boomy. Fairy Fire popped out, but XXS with his Broodmother will claim the first blood. Just a little bit off the mark there from Lanham. And they do lose Tim's top. And Borax Dark Willow, 1-1-0 build, just Brambles and Shadow Realm shredding through Tim's snap. And Aster, this laning stage is something the panel brought up. That's going to be a struggle for TNC. They're being burst down bottom lane. Gabby back in the trees.
Mid lane, great start for White Album. 25 CS on Razor.
On Borax. Tims finishes him off. Some vengeance for Tim.
Feels threatened, can always use that static link. We see a go on a mid lane. Cookie plus a Scatter Blast available. Batrider doesn't have damage. The Batrider's gonna die.
When Bat's dying here. He's dived tier 1 and White Album kills him. Sure, the Scatter Blast comes at the very end. And bottom lane, oh, the Centaur. Gonna try body block Gabby. XXS and Lanham. A little bit more magic damage to your repertoire. Even the Broodmother with that
mid lane, he needs a TP rotation. Borax is there.
This time around, White Album, he's draining a lot of damage, but should die here to the damage over time. No, he's fine. Armel doesn't go for the finish. Razor survives, gets the 1 kill on Tims. He's very slow. Keep that 1.5, 2 meter distance from your Broodmother. Armel, so far, not having the best of times in mid lane. Getting chased down by White Album.
He goes back. He's dead.
He's got the lightning, he's got the plasma field, he's dead, you're right.
Killable at the top.
Boomy.
But the bottom
dead
lane,
to spiders.
Yeah, it's just, they don't have enough, and now Gabby's in trouble.
No, I think Gabby might be dead as well. Does have the meld, turns around and whacks XXS under the tower with the aggro on him. Gabby sticks around in this bottom lane, but very likely needs some kind of TP rotation to help him. There's skeletons, there's spiderlings, there's a dark troll. Sure, traps are coming out, but Lanham is going to face tank Gabby's damage. That's an overstep. Not respecting the TA's raw damage output. Still battling with the skeletons under the Nature's Attendants though, and Gabby, ooh, stuck in the trees.
The Skelly Bros.
Dead. And Broodmother trying to slip away from Boomy. Turns around and fights the Winter Wyvern. Arctic Burn's going, but the heal and regen coming in from Broodmother. Too much.
He might be able to turn. Hunger available. Now to keep the distance. Spiders will finish him off.
And another kill for your Brood.
Healing Cell. Templar Assassin TP's the bottom once again. Meanwhile, in the mid lane.
Cancels the TP, but Tims puts himself in a dangerous zone, and now stunned up with a Cursed Crown. Finished off by White Album, while Armel, being strong-armed out of his own lane, cannot stand up against this rotation from Borax.
Don't see any stacks being made. There's White Album, who will probably invade the stack. Armel has Lasso available.
Free damage out of the Cold Embrace, though. And White Album, oh, they lose Gabby bottom too. Razor trying to run away from Armel and Tims. Cookie with a flame break. They catch out the Razor, has a lot of damage. Catch him with a lasso and a huge streak being grabbed by Armel.
Batrider loves to be in a triangle. Same goes for Templar Assassin.
They're stampeding. They find Lanham, but in comes the Razor. Tims and Bok on the retreat. XXS also maneuvering himself around the back of the fight. Can they catch up to the Centaur though? It's a lot of stolen damage. And there comes the lightning.
Razor is Broodmother against no real AoE. If they want to rotate one hero against the Broodmother, that should be Centaur. Other heroes can't really deal with the Broodmother. So he should be the one on the bottom lane.
He's living! He survived! Armel couldn't get the finish even on the pesky little Enchantress.
Oh,
now
no,
his Firefly ends.
Stops.
Stuck on the wrong side of that little hole in the ground. And TNC bleeding out. Kill
Already
after kill.
5k gold lead,
Tower
Gary.
after tower. Tims in
Terrorize
trouble
will
now.
connect.
They're going to terrorize over in that top tier jungle as it looks like Gabby trying to battle with a Willow and Enchantress, but Morphling coming in now. Swiftly move with that Bedlam damage, and Gabby gone yet again.
Gabby tried.
What about now?
What about now? Still nothing. I don't know if he wants to go for the Ags straight away. I would prefer that Z-Blade.
Cookie lasso play. Enchantress, incredibly tanky though, still burns to a crisp in some of that Firefly. They also Stampede to try and disengage because XXS was also maneuvering himself in the back of the
but
fight.
they're keeping the distance.
And a good terrorize. Sick from Borax. They've got the TA all locked up in place, and Boomy, he wants a curse, but who's he put it on? He can't choose a target. Finally gets a curse out there, but dies immediately after, and Razor giving chase onto Armel and Bok.
Team Aster. This is Team Aster that I've seen in the first season.
Forward, force out an awkward curse, as in this mid lane, Bok being drained of all of his damage. Razor really starting to ramp up quickly. Stampede's out. Bok looks to escape. Trapped though by the troll net. Lan cuts him off at the pass. Yule's on the Winter Wyvern as well to try and stop them. And another fear. Two of them caught up in it, but Bok has survived. Out-execute and outplay a number of teams throughout the event so far already. Potentially, if they do hit these items, they could look good in the overall team fights with what they've got. You know, the Curse, the Kisses, the Stampede, the Blink Stomp, and Gabby with Armel. They've lassoed up the Razor. This is the first step to mounting a comeback. Just got to not lose anyone from this point on out.
Available
Templar Assassin surrounded by Spiderlings. Any stuns from Borax? No. TA's out. Armel not going to have the same security though, as the Kisses launch towards the Dire team, but Monet's there. Has the cookie forward, Scatterblast.
That's a cookie factory.
It is, absolutely, and I think Tim's here just going to pop out a taunt and die with a triple kill going to... And it might have to be.
Terrorize is available. This is the big spell that they're afraid of.
There's the Winter's Curse. TNC started off, and Roshan's nearly dead. They get the kill on Borax. Roshan's about to fall. The buyback comes in for the Dark Willow, but the cookie forward. In we come with the Scatterblast and the steal.
Bok gets it.
Bok gets the Aegis. Good terrorize again though as Borax buys back and comes in to swing the fight around again. Bok's dead and so's Gabby.
Oh, they're gonna clean them up. Gary Batrider has a lasso, but he already knows the fight is over. Great steal from Bok, but that's all it's gonna be. One buyback from Borax. Not sure Borax was...
keeping it competitive, keeping it close. And there's the Blink Stomp. Show off the Batrider displacement tools, and the Kisses coming in towards XXS. Heals himself up with the Greaves. And White Album, well, he's made his way forward here onto the Centaur, but they've got a Winter's Curse. Boomy holds him in place. And this is well executed as they gobble up a Wild Wing, chuck it towards Aster. Bedlam there, but the Cold Embrace buys a bit of time for Bok. Still with the Active Strike though, Monet will take him down. Gabby hiding
out, and he TPs to the side lane.
Jump into the side.
Easier for Scrift to do his job, because everyone wants to see Morphling Dark Willow.
Oh, they've got a catch here. They've got the chain stuns to do it. TNC, they're executing onto Monet. They kill off the Morphling. Terrorize will send them back. White Owl chasing Bok. The Winter's Curse holds them out again while Tim's focused down by the Bedlam and the Broodmother. Bok trying to turn back, and they've got a Cold Embrace, but it's not enough to save him. Tim's will have to buy back as the Melt Strike, and Armel's Batrider shoving towards White Album's Razor. Aster, though, overwhelming their opponents in that Radiant Triangle.
Tim's bought back, but there is Pipe already popped. And Guardian Greaves, it's going down so quickly.
The Blink Stomp, and now the lasso drag back. The Terrorize doesn't really connect on anyone, while Monet, he's moved himself out of there. Borax going to be the hero that dies instead. Monet still looking to finish off Roshan.
Oh, Monet.
He does die in the back. A BKB from the TA and a Winter's Curse. Roshan nearly dead, but the disarm on Gabby. He was halberded, so he couldn't get any damage done. Runs away to his trap. Roshan about to fall. And
Monet
Aster
needs to pick it up.
The full control of the Roshan pit. Monet should be able to grab this with ease.
He gets it.
That's the important thing. Well pointed out, Lacoste.
Rich would be very happy about this game. You know what's better than a Dark Willow? 2 Dark Willows. 2
Marescas! Oh! She loves a bit of that. Gobble up. Centaur dies. Blink Stomp from the real Centaur of Bok. Has to be cookied back to safety though. And look at this, the Dark Willow. Oh, Morphling pumping damage towards him, but a Cold Embrace will buy a bit of time. It's the lasso there. Quickly grabbing Aster and dragging them into this base. They're battling here, TNC, and they've dropped them low, but no killing blow just yet. Bok is dead, but with buyback. They will defend their bottom lane of barracks now.
Monet turns once again into Dark Willow, a bit low on mana. So they need to reset. They need to be able to...
Says hello to the entirety of Team Aster. TNC do have 5 alive. considering the move in with a lasso play. They catch the Broodmother, drag her into the minus armor, Melt strikes. Down you go, but Bok is found. You're right, by the Shadow Realm Morphling. White Album gets on top of Gabby, but the astral projection away from the static link while Boomy blinks in.
With no curse, he just blinked in.
Blinks in and dies. Oh, Mel might be suffering the same fate here as well. Slowed by the Skadi, caught by the Shadow Realm, trying to Firefly over the cliff tops and blinks away. But you're right. Look at Gabby go. You might be trying to do Roshan, but your bottom lane's in trouble. Curse Crown, Fear, terrorize up the TA. Morphling also arriving here to do some damage onto Gabby. They've got the Templar Assassin.
Things. I believe it doesn't. These useless things that absolutely do nothing. We were very creative about the wordings. Like, what are we gonna call them? A building. Here's a raise. You like take a week off. You did your job.
Gonna get DMCA'd in a second. Can't call them that anymore. There's a lasso drag back. Armel flickers across. There's good damage towards Lanham, but he's healing through it, sustaining the onslaught while Bok clears it up. Finally picking off Lanham as a curse. Holds a couple of Aster in place. White Album chasing out Bok Centaur. But Aster now can turn and face the buildings. Structural damage is what they came for.
That's nicely done. Problem is that this time around, Cold Embrace, he turns into Shadow Realm and it goes through the curse.
They've got great burst. White Album's dead, didn't even cheese himself up. Broodmother and Morphling though back towards Bok, dusting him up. A Cold Embrace will stop the damage coming through onto the Centaur, but he's going to get stunned at the end of it. And Batrider has to buy back to defend your base now. Flame Break missing out. Monet speeding away. Morphling.
Blank Force available.
Still going to get jumped on here. Batrider turned on.
They will go and try to get some megas. 50 seconds until Aegis runs out.
Monet, an absolute madman with that Shadow Realm damage. When you get too close to that Morphling, you are done for. Look at it. It's raining hellfire onto Gabby and Tim's. Ghost Scepter's needed. Try and push him back. Flame Breaker to stop. Melt Strike there as well. Morphling has Manta and Aegis though. A terrorized turnaround with a curse. Focusing the real Dark Willow. Is she dead to it? Absolutely is. Gone for 2 minutes. Oh, Aster. They want this tier 3 tower, but TNC are holding on. They've taken the Aegis and the chain stuns. They're catching the Morphling. No strength morph there. They've got Monet. No, he's out. Anyway,
he manages to get out. That was pretty big. Even without the talent.
Barely escaping. XXS still looking for that sideline push forward as Gabby and Armel get onto White Album. Movement from the Razor though with his BKB up. Lanham down to Gabby. And they've got minus armor on XXS here. They can't fuck. Bok. He's out in the open. Blinks away. Lotus is off the Cursed Crown. Terrorize not going to land in time. And even a bit of invis there. Coming out with his Trickster's Cloak was their lasso up. Melt Strike, gobble up, spinning forward. They get Monet. Beautiful pick off from TNC. Now the curse. They've got Gabby jumping out of there. They don't want to contend with the Razor anymore. Broodmother in the back lines, taking down Tims. The Spiderling army's coming the cost. They want the Batrider here.
Refresher.
And Bok can't save him with a stomp. He's been BKB turned off by the Razor, but you're right.
They need to fall back. Just wait. Roche may respawn in 20 seconds. Can they get another kill from this?
They can't finish anyone off, and they might find Lanham now. Templar Assassins on top of the Enchantress. Stomp is there. Catch the Ench. Armel and Gabby should be able to take him down slowly but surely.
Well, Morphling 29, and there we go.
What's that?
I don't know if they could get there in time.
1,000 last hits for TA. Well, very close. We'll round it up a little bit. And Roshan, there's the Terrorize coming in. XXS finds the catch. Down goes Boomy, who buys back. They're still in the pit though. Bok there, battling with Roshan. Gabby can't get in there. Always troublesome for TNC. Invis out from the Centaur. Spiderling's looking to scout them out. The Curse, they get the back lines. Boomy's buyback paying off. Big time kill on Borax. Bok gonna buy back too, but Roshan is falling and grabbed.
Armel grabs it.
Armel gets it.
He gets everything.
Batrider picks everything from the Roshan and gets the lasso. He's got the Morphling.
Morphling, instant buyback. He's coming back.
Boomy's got a double kill. They've killed XXS. They've got this one. The buybacks from Aster required. TNC. They're fighting around the Roche pit. Spot on stuff. They might lose Armel here. They need Batrider to die, but he jumps.
Flicker plus a cookie. He's out of the trouble.
He escapes while Gabby PKBs and turns. Holy shit, that damage. Clears through Borax. Nearly takes White Album with him. And that Hex, the E-Blade, they're keeping Bok alive. He bought back earlier. They can't let him lose his life. Quick cookie away. But I think Bok here's stuck.
Trickster Cloak available. He's full HP. You gotta be careful.
The minus armor turns
White
back
Album.
onto White Album, but they kill the creep. Gabby's still here. Templar Assassin goes for the Melt Strike. BKB up from the Razor. They've disarmed and Hexter. Bok with a stop lineup.
Another good save.
He's invis. He's invis. Bok is here. Set up stun with a lasso too. They take down the Razor. They've got Morphling locked in place. Oh, TNC!
Seems like TNC are doing it. They're actually.
I mean,
just...
Armel. They're still on the Morphling. Gabby's
got
there
him.
with the damage.
They got him.
They've got him.
This
2
might be
minutes
the
no
game.
Morphling. Let him. He'll try TP home, but they've got a curse again.
A lot of creeps in the base. Someone needs to address that problem, and almost 2 full minutes. They need to run down the mid.
Up there. But Bok is in between tier 4s.
He's already there waiting. That's game, Gary.
It looks like game over.
They do not have enough
There's
time.
no glyph. Willow's alive in 3, but it's going to be, what, a 5 versus 2, and GG is called.
They know. They got the no business in this game whatsoever. A bit of a weird itemization. Morphling probably regrets it so much not being able to pick up that Lincoln Sphere that he wanted.
That does increase his tankiness quite tremendously.
Oh, let's see if Borax can deny himself this time.
No, he can't. First blood for Bok. And it looks like Ursa also hiding away under that tower. That's Monet. He goes for the time walk forward. A few more bashes here. Could secure him a kill on Bok, but he's got stick charges. Needs the chrono. Gets the takedown on him. Now Winter Wyvern in a bit of trouble too. 9 sticks. Splinter Blast comes. Slow down Monet, but you don't have Cold Embrace. You don't have any save. They're tossing him. And yeah, Gabby did slip away from this DK and Skywrath rotation. Warlock's going to have to sacrifice himself as Boomy dies, but in comes Armel with a combo. Tiny slaps into Borax, finds the trade out. And DK a little bit stuck here, but a good coil. Tiny gets leashed and caught up with Dragon Knight and Enchantress pushing damage forward. Armel's pretty tanky though. Strength treads up, 100 HP remaining, turns with another avalanche. Does he have a tosser? Not coming through in time. 1 second cooldown as Gabby gets the Furious Wipe stacks onto XXS. Big damage from the Ursa. Teddy Bear hungry. Picnic time on the...
Your Dragon Knight has a Blink Dagger. You don't necessarily need to play with the Faceless Void hood on him. Let's see how tanky he is. Still gonna drop. Didn't even pop the hood. He could actually...
Lanham scouts them. Centaur stomping. 2 heroes caught in, but the Avalanche toss combo as they get a coil. Magnus trapped and silenced. Down goes Bok. Lanham found, so 1-for-1 trade with her. Time dilation. Monet will solo chrono the Tiny. Chrono. They Mystic Flaring, but he's got Cold Embrace, healing the Tiny back up. And Gabby running towards XXS. Quick Dragon Tail stun. The Ancient Seal again.
Curse,
this Boomy Golem. And the Fatal Bonds bouncing damage around them means White Album's got to disengage.
It's still a big win, I would say, for Team Aster, where they force him to use Golem. So for the next fight, like Chronosphere was not really nicely placed, only on
comes
Ursa.
Armel!
Well, Armel.
The Tombo, slap him down. Borax found, and now Roshan open up again, but they want to ping up high ground. They're going for more. Aggressive move from Gabby and Armel. The stomp there, catching the Tiny, and then
Tiny with a haste. The best rune you can pick up.
Well, he's going to chase down Lanham for a final toss.
And
double
they won't turn this these days. Very potent. Cold Embrace, plus a Holy Locket.
Warlock knows there's no stuns anymore, but there's a lot of damage.
No. There's definitely no need for it. They have 3 BKB piercing abilities. I want to see either Dagon, like straight up Dagon 5, maybe.
That was a Faceless Void a second ago.
Yeah, that was. It was.
That was your position.
Means 50 seconds left on Aegis.
I love these kind of games where you just have smoke into smoke into smoke. Every team is trying to find that weakness, find that opening, and there's a jump on the Tiny. Good RP though. In comes Bok, and Gabby the Ursa are entering, trying to cleave them. He's got the Empower going. In comes Monet though. The Faceless Void has a 3-man chrono, but the damage is going to be lacking. They don't have the follow through for Monet. Winter Wyvern's fine and still has a curse. XXS being chased and pummeled by TNC. They found a couple of kills. Puck and DK down.
They have 2 of the best abilities pretty much to disengage, and Armel once again with that haste.
One. A double kill for Armel. Oh, it's more.
Adam's also dead.
Gabby's hungry.
Woo, man, the great drop. Skewer and RP rather than greedy position 3. Armel once again.
Oh, yeah, onto Lanham, the Skewer, the DK. Sent to high ground now as Monet gets a time dilation there. The Fatal Bonds bouncing between DK and the edge. Borax down, Boomy traded. Good coil in as well, but a Winter's Curse slows down the team fight and delays the move from Aster. Still holding high ground with the toss. Tiny's about to fall.
That's a big kill.
Huge pickoff for Aster. 2 kills and a 3rd one coming as Timt hands over his life and the keys to the map. While Gabby, oh, that's a Blink stun from DK.
No
Monet with the
ulti.
bashes. Gabby's looking dead. And it's TNC to smoke in towards them.
BKB on
Dire vision,
Dragonite.
high ground jump, the BKB DK. Armel can't find the catch, now Tiny. Stuck up on that high ground a little bit. Gabby's gonna go back towards Lanham though. Pops his own BKB. And power, and that overpower. Double power from Gabby, and he blinks away! Monet wins the Chrono! No Chrono, no coil, no Mystic Flare. Aster, they're trying to toy with TNC with a little jump in, jump out, but the avalanche toss. Golem on 3, and the RP. They find 1, and they skewer back 2 into the pit as the DK. He's being shredded by Gabby. The Winter's Curse as well. Slow down the team fight for TNC. Reconsider your options as Team Aster. As they jump the Enchantress, getting through Lanham. White Album's jumped in with a catch onto Gabby's BKB in the Aegis.
Gabby gets it
Taken
again.
by Gabby.
Gets a
so
shot
fast
and
on the fingers. Gets everything. Monet clears the golem out. Oh, the Arcane Bolt's coming and Puck orbing forward over the pit. Monet wants the Wyvern. That's going to be a buyback, dieback from Tim's if they find it, but it's just a one-man coil.
Well, they need to go back right now.
The blink stun. DK's in onto Bog. They find the
is available.
The glimmer, the heal, the save, and the cheese. Gabby's still alive and going. He's kicking forward towards Monet. They force the Void back. Armel with a toss combo. He's got the Void. The damage is lacking though. Monet, he's going to time walk across. TNC lose the Aegis. Monet and White Album, they're still going. DK's alive. Armel's going to run. Gabby wants to fight.
And Monet has a couple of overcharges from the Fury swipes. He needs to go back. They actually get Boomy as well. That was a buyback from Bog.
Being kited so hard, Tims has to defensively curse, and he's still going to get jumped by this White Album Puck. So many problems being caused by the DK and the Puck right now. Doesn't catch the blinking hero out of there as they do coil Tiny. Witchblade attack and the Puck going in, the coil. And then now a Chrono. BKB Ursa stuck inside with the Cold Embrace and the Golem on them.
Healed.
3-man Faithful Bonds with the Winter's Curse as well. They are pummeling into that with a 3-man RP. Puck! He's in there! He's got them all! Monet time walks out though. They didn't kill off the Faithless Void. DK will die, the buyback from the Scar's Mage, but the bashes, their hits onto Puck. White Album has to orb.
He needs to wait. Like, he definitely needs to wait for Dragonite to set things up. Puck to cause a bit of a confusion. Otherwise, he's not going to get it off.
That's good with Sky and Enchantress. I guess this jump onto Tiny should pay him off. He's got a turnaround BKB though. Armel, he tanks through it all. Aster don't even get a single kill, and now in comes the RP. They find Lanham, XXS trapped inside. Box sets it up for another 2 heroes. Swipe through.
Yeah.
Thinking about the push up onto tier 3 bottom lane. And this allows TNC just to cruise towards the targets that show. Lanham's blown up, he's gone for 45.
Gone.
They've got the stun Mystic Flare, Chrono on 3, but they're struggling to kill anybody
What is
off.
this?
Gabby's laughing his head off. He can't be killed. He's unstoppable. Now an RP. In comes Bog. Shred through Borax. No buyback for Aster. White Album's gone as well.
This might be it, Gary, that they're going to go and possibly like get Megas. Like, let's see what happens.
Well,
there's
a curse
a good
on DK. They've caught up XXS. Has he got buyback? I don't think he does. They're in trouble, Aster. 3 down with no response.
It's an elimination game, so they might not call it, but once again...
Oh, dead Void! No
this is it, they're gonna call it!
TNC! They've taken the series!
Oh man, what